Alright, which way do I want to take? Let's see. Go down this way, go that way. Okay, that's where I'm gonna go. Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? It is Friday. What's today? May the 29th. And guess what, y'all? I got fired this morning. Well, let me take that back. I got terminated from my job this morning before 10 o'clock. Yeah. I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of glad that they did, terminate me before, like, working a whole freaking day, especially since it's a beautiful day today. So, it's currently right now 12 noon. So I'm going to take my butt to the park, and I am just going to just relax for the day and just let today's morning soak in, like really soak in, as far as like what happened today, this morning. But the crazier thing about it is that after it happened, y'all, I literally was terminated over like a Teams video chat, whatever you call it. After it happened, I was like relieved. It's like I'm relieved because I really, really, really hated the job, because not even the job itself, but it's just like the whole work, the work atmosphere. Because the job itself was not hard at all, but just the work atmosphere, the management, all that stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I hated that part. And the unrealistic expectations and the demands, like you're a fucking robot or some shit. But yeah, so I felt relieved, like I felt relieved, y'all. But then it's like, it's sunk into me like, oh my gosh, no every 2 weeks paycheck. So yeah, it's bittersweet, but honestly, you know what I mean? God always provides, and I've gotten to the point in my life where I just trust God through it all. I know that sounds so freaking cliche, but I just trust God through it all, because when I look back on things that happened in my past that was at the time, I felt like it was, oh my gosh, my life is over type thing, or I was panicking. God always found a way to continue to provide and keep me ahead of, keep me, head above water. So, hey, so at the end of the day, that's where I'm going to continue to, like, my strength is going to always be, yeah. And my faith is going to always be in God. So now, since I am terminated on this beautiful ass freaking day, I am taking my butt to the park. And like I said, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to just enjoy nature and sit by the water. And I'm going to talk to God. I'm going to thank God for, all the blessings. And some things we just got to just chuck it up as a blessing in disguise, and I look at that as one of it, because I really hated the job. I really did. Like, and then when I woke up this morning, it just felt different. Like, I felt like it was going to be a change in the air. I don't know. And the crazier thing about it, which is not really crazy, is that I've been asking what's going on with the lights? I've been asking the Lord to, just show me really what I need to be doing, what I need to focus on, because I really do not believe I need to be working for someone else, because it's just like all the stupidness. Like, then you got the people that's power hungry. You got the people that don't have no control in their life at home, so they come to work and they just be doing the most. Like, it's just a lot. And I felt like that every time you turn around, it was always something. It's just like it was just never good enough. Like I said, the unrealistic expectations was just, yeah. And then the fact that when you work a job and you're not trained properly, you're not given the proper tools to do your job, and then when you fail, and they're like, oh, well, you were supposed to do this. Yeah, but how about you fucking tell me that? How about you fucking had trained me to that? How about you fucking told me these things? Not, don't tell me when the mistake has happened. That's a part of training. You're supposed to equip people, especially if you want them to be successful. So, yeah. I feel a relief, y'all, because like I said, I would clock in and just be like, oh my gosh, like this shit right here. And it doesn't have to even be this bad, because the job, like I said, itself was not hard at all. But it's just the people sometimes that just make it just be making the job just worse. And I work from home. I was working from home and I was being micromanaged. I literally had to be like, if I my allergies is bothering me, so my throat is a little dry. But if I had to go to the bathroom, I literally had to be like, bathroom break. And then if I took too long in the bathroom, like, you took more than 5 minutes. Like, you timing my fucking bathroom, you timing my fucking shit. Like, I may have to take a shit, you just timing it. Like, it's not a positive work environment. So, yeah, that's why I feel relieved, because that part of me is relieved. But now I just gotta continue to grind on my entrepreneurial journey, which I never stopped doing, because I already knew I already had, these jobs are already fickle anyway. So I already knew that having one income, I gotta have more than one income. So I just gotta go extra hard in my entrepreneurial journey and stuff like that. And I've been working on the new ebook as well, because I don't know if y'all know, because I really don't put too much on, like, as far as like my TikTok shop stuff. So I'm a TikTok shop affiliate, and I've been getting a bunch of like people reaching out, like big companies, brand deals and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm really need to just lock into that and just go all the way with that. You know what I mean? Because I really just do not feel like that I need to be under nobody else's fucking management. Because the micromanagement, like, I literally felt like me and another coworker was just talking about how we felt like little kids. Like, we felt like little kids. Like, I'll be 48 on the 15th of June. I literally had to say, I'm going to the bathroom. Because you want to account for every single second of my freaking 8-hour day. Like, come on, man. I wasn't even clocked like that when I was working out, you know what I'm saying, when I was working in office at a job. And you got people just sitting there watching your time. Like, that shit is not a healthy work environment, because you just feel anxiety, you just feel anxiousness, you just feel like, oh my gosh. That is not good for your nervous system. It is absolutely not good for your nervous system. And I'm at a point in my life that if it's not good for my peace, my well-being, my mental, my health, and my nervous system, then that shit gotta go. So it is what it is. And sometimes when things be removed, it got to be removed, beyond your control. So it is what it is. And I know that God is going to continue to provide. He didn't bring me this far to be like, oh my gosh, this life is my end, this job is my end all be all. Like, no. If God can provide for the birds and the bees that ain't working a 9 to 5, he gonna provide for us. Okay? And we have literally been brainwashed to pay for freaking everything. Like, Who made this shit normal that we gotta work a 9 to 5 anyway for the stuff that's free, like water? You know what I'm saying? Air. You gotta pay for air, your tire, for your you need to go get air for your tires. It's very rare that places like gas stations have free air now. I think maybe Rural Farm, but yeah, you gotta pay for fucking air. Air. Like, come on, man. So that's how I'm going about my day. And like I said, look, I'm gonna look at the bright side. They terminated me before 10 o'clock, so now I can take my butt to the park and sit out here and really talk to God and really lock in and just enjoy God's beautiful creations. I mean, it is what it is. Then maybe tomorrow I may be like, oh my gosh, but today, yeah, and I'm not even gonna be like that tomorrow either, because it is what it is. And the crazy thing about it, she was like, oh well, I know you got questions. No, I don't have any questions. You already told me that you made a company decision. My productivity didn't align with what the company, and the crazy thing about it, this is probably the best of my productivity has been since working for this company. But I realized with this company, after a while, when you realize that whatever you do is just never going to be enough, and it's always going to be push, you stop trying to really kind of like strive for greatness. Because I'm trying to tell you, when you do the extra and you go above and beyond for these companies, they're going to expect that you're going to go above and beyond every day. God forbid you have a bad day, you just not feeling well or whatever. They don't see the human. They don't have the empathy. It's about the numbers. It's about, and I get it. Meantime, people can't function like that. People don't do their best like that, because you're not going to go all out for a job and do your best when you know that they don't give a fuck about your health. They don't give a fuck about your family. Like, we are human. We have real life shit. We have real emotions. We have real things that happen. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on in this world right now that a lot of people are just barely holding on with the string. Like, as far as like their mental, you know what I'm saying? So I thank God every day that I am in my right frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not depressed. I'm not around here doing some crazy stuff, harming other people, harming myself, and just being a miserable, evil person. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God that I'm just not that type of person. So yeah. Hey Tammy. Hey y'all. I know I just been ranting, but yeah, I just want to just get that out. So yeah, no, don't be in depression, baby. Like, please don't be in depression. I really like, I don't like to hear that when people, because it's, yeah, but depression is definitely real, definitely not downplaying it, but I try to kind of like just push myself, because that's not a good energy. That's not good energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not good energy, and it's going to keep you in that bad energy where you just like moping. So do something if you can, whatever you love to do, whatever that brings you peace, just lock into that. You know what I mean? Just lock into that. And if you believe in God, lock in with God. I know everybody beliefs are different, but I believe in the Almighty God, and that's who I put my problems on. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the Almighty God, and the God that I serve has never failed me. It may be sometimes where I may have been like, ooh, Lord, how I'm going to make it. But the God that I serve, he has never failed me. So sometimes it may be like, ooh, it's running thin, Lord, like what's going on? But he come through in the clutch, and that's how you just gotta like I said, if that's what your belief is, you believe in God, lock in with God. You know what I mean? Lock in with God. That's all I can say. Lock in with God, baby. Lock in with God. Why is this thing? See, that was confirmation. My little alarm went off. That was confirmation. Lock in with God. That was just so random because that thing normally don't even go off. That was so random. So random. So random. But no, it wasn't. That was God just telling. That was just saying alert, like lock in with God. And I'm not a super duper religious person. I'm not a perfect person. I have my flaws. You know what I'm saying? I have my sins that I ask for forgiveness for. But all I know is that through the mess that I can be, and through the mess that I am on some days, God still loves me, and God still provides. God still makes a way. God is still the Almighty. God is still working, despite what it may look like in the world. God is still working. God is still working it out. God still has us. So, like I said, if that is your religious belief, then lock in with God, baby. Lock in with God. But yeah, I don't. Depression is definitely real, and like I said, I definitely don't ever want to downplay that at all. But just try to really just lock in with God. Because at this point, being as though that, oh, I love you too. Aww. But at this point, that's where I am. Like, I'm locking in with God. At this point too, baby, I'm locking in with God too. Because I just got fired today. I just got terminated today, and I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. If I can say any words or anything that can help, I'm definitely down for that. I sometimes I hate that I'm an empath, because I be feeling people like, you know, especially if you come to me and I know you genuine, and I know that you really, and I can really feel that hurt, that I be feeling that hurt, and sometimes I can definitely take that energy on. But I feel like God put me here for that, and he made me to be that way. At first I used to be like, why people come to me and talk to me and tell me their problems? Like, I am not your therapist. But then I realized that it be something that I say, and then people be like, oh my gosh, like, and I realized that that's my gift. That's my gift that God gave me, and God gave us all gifts. But we just have to just really like lock in and figure out what that gift is. And sometimes that gift may not be a pleasant gift for you. Like, sometimes that gift may be a painful experience for you, but it's a gift that will help someone else, if that makes sense. Because you like some people, like, let's say like spiritually, some people have like the gift of like, you know, they can I guess like channel spirits and stuff like that. I know you're not supposed to be like on that type of term, but I'm just saying they have the ability to foresee some things, and they may see negative things or foresee future things, and it may be something negative, but they may be able, whereas though it emotionally affect them, but it may be something that they need to relate to someone else, whereas though they may help them out of their situation. So imagine you being able, you're being able to sense those type of things, and then it actually comes true, or you know what I'm saying, but you're able to help someone else, even though it is like a negative, you know, whatever. But y'all get what I'm saying. I mean, I may not be explaining that well, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, sometimes your gifts are not going to necessarily be a pleasurable thing for you sometimes. It may tug on your emotions. But I feel like it's meant to help somebody, because it's not all the time about yourself helping yourself. It's about helping others. And I think that sometimes that's what we get a little sidetracked, because we be like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, help me, help me, help me. But it's not always about helping. It's about helping others. And one thing just real quick, it was something that always, and I put it on, ooh, this is a bad road. Oh my gosh. I put this on my computer, not my computer, but I put this on my refrigerator. I heard a pastor say, you find pain in your pain in your purpose, or purpose in your pain, or something like that. So it basically it means like sometimes you may go through something and you may feel like it's a heartbreak or it's like the worst thing in life, and then that may be that's something that lights a fire in you to find your gift, for you to lock into, and you to help other people. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anywho, so I'm almost at the park, y'all. I got my sandwich, got me some chips, I got my book, I got my blanket, I got my chair, got my sunscreen, and I'm just gonna sit out here and I'm just gonna listen to nature, and I'm just gonna talk to God, and I'm gonna thank God. Yeah, I'm just gonna lock in, y'all. But yep, I got terminated today from my job. Yep. And I really think that they thought I was gonna be like, well, why? She was like, I know you got a bunch of questions. No, I don't. Like, actually, I feel fucking relieved. Like, now can I clock out? Like, now can I close out? I didn't even clock out. I just closed my computer. So they're gonna have to clock me out and everything. I just closed my computer, like, girl, go on and clock me out. Y'all done already said y'all was going, as soon as we get off this call, y'all was going to terminate my access, so go on and clock me out. You got it. Shoot. Like, go on and clock me out. But yeah, they supposed to be giving me a 2-week severance pay, and yeah. So I just gotta lock in with these brands and make it do what it do. So y'all definitely gonna be seeing more content in regards to like different brands that I'm working with. I'm working with a bunch of like natural product brands. I work with a really good brand, Soursop, Serene Herbs. Soursop bitters is helpful, full body detox, y'all. The truth. When I tell you it's the truth, it is the truth. It's the truth. So I'm working with them. I had a conference call with her yesterday in regards to, you know, where I want to go. And it's so crazy because even then she was like, so I just want to get a feel of, you know, what you're doing. You know, you're working full time. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm working full time and I do my content creation and stuff like that after work. I said, but it kind of like feels a little overwhelming because for the simple fact that, you know, it's a lot. Editing videos, recording videos and stuff like that. And editing videos is not necessarily the easiest thing, especially when you can kind of like critique yourself so much. So you kind of like second guess yourself. So it's really not the easiest thing sometimes. And it can definitely for a 20-second video can take you a damn hour. So anywho, but that's another topic. So, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah, God willing, you know, I'll become a full-time creator, content creator, making at least 10K a month consistently. And she was like, oh, it's definitely possible. I'm here to help you, blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of really ironic about that conversation yesterday. And I swear to goodness, I'm not telling y'all I know just anything, just to be telling y'all anything. I wouldn't do that because I don't do stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, that's kind of weird. Not weird, but it was just like, oh, okay. And then what happened today? Your girl get terminated. Like, your girl gets terminated. The guy said, oh, you want to be a full-time content creator? All right, now it's on you. Let's see what you could do. So, gotta make it do what it do. Oh, I hate driving hubby truck because he don't have the backup camera. But I think I'm in the space. Oh, I swear. Okay. Ooh, y'all, I gotta focus because I do not want to crash his truck. You could be like, you never drive my truck again. I'm in the line. See, this is why backup cameras is not good for you, because you get reliant on it, and then when you drive a vehicle that don't have a backup camera, you be like me, looking like you just learned how to drive today. But shit, I'm glad there's no tree behind me. Ooh, Lord. Okay, I think I'm in a space. Lord, I ain't trying to crash this truck. Okay, I think I'm in a space. Let me just make sure I can back up a little bit, because I don't want to have the front out. You say your words are gifted to me. Oh, but oh, wait, let me, make sure I have my foot on the daggone, yeah. Oh, well, I definitely, I'm definitely happy that my words gifted you. But I just, like I said, I just really want you to just, if, like I said, if that's your religion, whatever your religious belief in, lock into it. Lock into it. Lock into it. And like I said, you just never know what people going through. So, yeah. So let me make sure. Oh yeah, I'm good. I don't need to back up no more. I'm good. I'm good. Oh shoot. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna find me a good spot at the park, and I'll be back. I'm gonna show y'all the awesome view. I'll be back.